Okay, next up we have correlation. Correlation measures how strongly X and Y are changing at the same time. So I want you to think about a couple or collaboration, and correlation is represented by the variable R. Okay, so when you have a strong correlation, I mean, that couple is in sync. It is close to a perfect one. Two become one when it is perfect correlation. When there's a weak correlation, the R or the correlation is close to zero. The couple is not in sync. They're trying, but it's just not happening. And then finally, when we think about correlation, it's positive correlation or negative correlation does not matter. It's how close are you or how far are you that matters, the value of R. So just to give a visual understanding of what I'm saying, if I have perfect correlation, my R equals 1 or my R equals -1. For better or worse, we're in it together. If you go up, I'm going up. If you go down, I'm going down. And if we think about it in terms of numbers, it is exactly on a -1 or is exactly at 1 or maybe it's 0.99. I mean, it's close. Then we have high correlation, but not perfect correlation. All right, so that we have our flaws, but we're still in this together. And so my R, my variable R, is still greater than -1, but it's also greater, it's less than, it's greater than -1 and also greater than 5/10, which means it's between those two numbers, or it's greater than 5/10 but less than 1, i.e. it's in between these numbers. And you know what, if I was more responsible, I would have open circles here, because remember, open means it does not equal. Okay, and then here's like a little visual or example of a high correlation, whether it's positive or negative. Remember, it doesn't matter, but they're still kind of close. Here we have low correlation, okay? So my R value, my R variable is greater than 0 and greater than -5/10, and my R variable is between 0 and 5/10. It can equal 5/10. All right, so here I have closed circles, and this was supposed to be open. And then, as you can see, they're much more spread apart. If you ask me, they need counseling. They're just not on the same page. But they still can see, you can still see that when one increases, the other increases. And here, you can still see that when one increases, the other decreases. Like, they're still in it together, but they need some help. They're just not together. They're trying, but you might want to let it go. And then here, when the R equals 0, there is no correlation. You see that? They just need to break up. Y'all doing your own thing anyway, so what's the point? Correlation is very similar to association. So these two are perfectly correlated, but this is a positive association, this is a negative association. These two are highly correlated, positive association, negative association. These two have a low correlation, positive association, negative association. These have no correlation and no association.